Making a scale. To make a scale, we need whole tones and half tones. We can play those either horizontally or vertically on the guitar. Playing a whole tone or half tone on the same string horizontally would look like this. We can also play the same two intervals vertically. Because of the distance between string 3 and 2 is not a fourth but a third, playing a whole or half tone between those strings is slightly different. All the ways in which you can play a whole or a half tone on the guitar. Notice that there's a difference between strings 3 and 2. The major scale has the following distances: whole tone, half tone, whole tone, whole tone, whole tone, half tone, whole, half, whole, half. Playing a major scale on one string is straightforward. This might seem unpractical, but guitarists often use the scale in this horizontal way when harmonizing it, for example in parallel thirds. To play a major scale in the same position, we need to combine horizontal and vertical playing. Say we start like this. To stay in the same position, we'll have to move strings for the second whole tone. We can stay on the same string for the half tone that comes after. By continuing this process, our major scale that starts on a sixth string ends up looking like this. If I only keep the arrows, the structure and process becomes clearer. Large arrows are whole tones, small ones are half tones. Diagonal arrows move up one string. Remember we started our scale with a whole tone on the same string? We can also start by playing the first whole tone on adjacent strings. Our major scale will end up looking like this. In arrow notation, if you start on the same note on string 6, the sounding result of both paths will be the same, only the visual and physical aspects are different. To visualize this, we can put both schemes next to each other. Let's use the notes of the C major scale to make this arrow visualization more clear. In scale degrees, the most convenient way of playing a major scale is by saying these scale degrees in your head. Remember that there's a half tone between degrees 3 and 4 and 7 and 8. Now you should be able to make a major scale from any note on your guitar without having to think about the notes. A fun way to practice this is to play two major scales, one starting on the same string and one starting on adjacent strings, on every string except string 2 and 1. Like this, you'll be able to play the major scale in 8 different ways. Thank you for watching. Do you think looking at the major scale like this is useful, or is it overcomplicating things for you? Leave a comment.